I'm Zach. I'm the head civil attorney here at Wooldridge Law. And in Las Vegas, full of the glitz and glamour, there's a whole bunch of places where incidents can happen, such as trip and falls, slip and falls, stump and falls, or step and falls. Multiple ways you can hurt yourself in multiple locations in Las Vegas. And today I want to give you some tips and tricks and advice on what to do if you find yourself in these situations. But first, it's important to understand what type of incidents I'm talking about. A trip and fall is simply when you're walking through an establishment and you trip over something and it causes you to fall. A slip and fall is a little bit different, but there may not be an object you're tripping over. It could be something that you just slip on, such as a carpet or water or ice cream, anything that could be slippery and cause you to fall. Oil is another good example. Stump and falls and step and falls are very similar, and that's where you go to step down on an object such as a stair and you fall down a hole because there is no stair, or you go expecting an object to be there to hold your weight and it doesn't. These are all similar in the sense they can cause injury to people being invited into casinos and hotels in the Las Vegas environment. Some of the reasons for these trip and falls and slip and falls could be due to spills in the environment, such as spilling water, ice cream, gasoline if you're around a gas station. It can be anything that's slick that can cause you to fall. For trip and falls, we can be doing things like poor construction, such as that a certain surface is not level with another surface. A very common example of this that's found in Las Vegas of all the elevators and all the high-rises is that when an elevator comes down, they don't align properly and you end up catching your shoe on the tip of an elevator and tripping into or out of an elevator. Those surfaces need to be level. Another issue can be with the carpeting. These carpeting in some of these casinos is very old, and it gets not taut, it gets not tight, and you end up tripping on that. Another reason can be poor construction in stairways or alleyways. It can be an issue due to lighting. It can be an issue to a known hazard to a casino or a property, but they didn't mark it properly with a sign. All these issues can lead to a trip and fall, slip and fall, stump and fall, or a step and fall. And if you find yourself in one of these situations, you need to do the following. First, you need to make sure you're okay. Take care of yourself. Are you hurt? Call 911. If anyone else is hurt, make sure they're okay and call 911 for them if they need it. Number two, document your injury. Now, it's a natural reaction to be embarrassed when we fall in public. Try to fight that reaction and try to fully understand what's going on. Are you hurting your back? Are you hurting your knee? Because all these injuries, all these type of incidents can cause head trauma. It can cause TBIs. It can cause neck injuries. It can cause back injuries. It can cause soft tissue injuries. It can cause fractures to multiple bones. It could require muscle repair surgery to certain ligaments such as knees, shoulders, and elbows. All these things are a possibility. And at that moment, you're going to be fighting your urge just to get out of there. But you need to fight that urge, as I said. You not only need to document it, but you need to report it to the establishment. You need to let them know that you were there and that you were hurt. Fill out that report, get it to security, make sure that you were there. Then I want you to pull out your smartphone or whatever you have, your cell phone, your iPhone, your Android, and I want you to document and film the scene. I want you to film what you slipped on, how you slipped on it, where you started in the slip, where you ended in the slip. I want you to take the information of everyone who witnessed it to include their cell phone. I want you to get to the addresses. I want you to get your email addresses. I want to make it so you can easily contact them in the future. And I want you to put that information. I want you to keep it safe. One other thing I want you to do, especially if it's a slip and fall, but this is true for all sorts of trip and falls or stump and falls, is I want you to take the clothes you're wearing, especially your shoes, and I want you to save them. I want you to put them in a little plastic bag. I want you to put them in your closet. I want you to keep them there. That evidence is going to be vital and important if this case were to go on to a further place such as the Clark County Courts. You're going to want to have that information. After that is done, I want you to make sure you get the proper medical treatment that you need. From there, you're probably, what happens next? Well, establishments, properties need to keep a safe environment. That's just bottom line Nevada law. And if they don't, the injuries they cause, you can be entitled to your lost wages, your medical bills, your pain and suffering, your emotional damages, your future lost income for all the injuries that are caused to you from your slip and fall or trip and fall. I'm sure at this point, while I've answered some of your questions, you probably have more questions about what to do if you're in a trip and fall or slip and fall or stump and fall in Las Vegas. But this is just intended to be a brief overview. And while it's a good overview and it gives you advice, I would encourage you at this point to reach out to a skilled attorney, an attorney such as myself or Wooldridge Law, and we can give you a free consultation. We can go over the exact facts and situations that led you to have an injury from a trip and fall, slip and fall, stump and fall, or step and fall. And I'll give you that free consultation, and I'll tell you exactly how to protect your legal interest and maximize your recovery. And just remember, I'm Zach, I got your back, and I'll take care of you.